so I feel really sorry for this, but turns out that my recording software decided to not record any of my actual mics. So currently I'm going to be not talking at all for this video. It'll just sort of be commentating over it. Basically, we're loading in onto this map.
Minerals. Are you saturated yet?
Don't really have much to say about what happens in the game. I'm talking right after I just recorded because I'm editing the video right now. But no, we went pretty normal. I was not gonna lie, I was a little sussed out by how long it took for him to respond with the GLHF because I sort of learned that, you know, you kind of just say GLHF immediately, or at least that's what I do, and that just means you're sort of just focused on playing. That means you could have queued some actions up earlier in the game and then said GLHF back, so I'm gonna be a little wary of what's happening. I'm making very sure to look at my Overlord minimap. You saw me sort of try and finagle my hands to point at it a little earlier there, but we'll see what happens. I see this drone here, and I'm like, okay, so something must be up. So that's why I pull a drone to immediately attack. I mean, it's it's not really much to say. I just pulled the drone. I'm like, okay, come on, we gotta get this guy. He's doing something. And then I'm just like, you know, trying to sort of dart my eyes between the minimap and everywhere else. But as you can see on the minimap, I'm not seeing anything. So, I'm like so paranoid. It causes my spawning pool to be late, which is actually like pretty bad for me. But yeah, like the whole build kind of goes out of sync. But you know, it's fine. We'll see what happens. Doesn't seem like anything eventful's going. I'm making sure to do the rally my drones to the extractor trick, so I don't need to waste any time. Now I noticed him sending all these overlords out. I'm like, that's really weird because who scouts with 2 overlords? He's trying to like get all this map vision early, so I'm like worried that there's like some really cheesy strat coming my way. So that's why I'm just immediately just actually scouting his base and just going right for right for that high ground spotting spot. We'll see, but everything seems to be going fine, honestly. After that, you know, it's a pretty like boring macro game. I'm just doing all the stuff that I'm practicing, which I've been pretty impressed with how well I've been able to sort of remember that stuff. It's not like that. It's not like it's that hard for like advanced players, but it's something that I'm a little proud of. I've been, you know, when I first started with this build, I had to have the build guide and constantly like, checking it. But now I sort of like have all the internal like order of events now, so I just kind of do it, and that lets me sort of I guess relax it a little bit more. I mean, you know, I'm definitely not relaxed here because I'm like, holy crap, what do you do that drone for? Why are there overlords going across the map? Something's going on. So, you know, in my mind, there's like a lot of different thought processes, like early proxy, Nidus worms, something like that. I don't know. It's definitely overthinking it a bit, or I'm not. I'm not sure at this point, honestly. But you'll see why I sort of was kind of feeling a little silly about all this in the game itself. But yeah, and I'm a little interested because I was really worried after my like huge win streak that I would sort of be
no more from there,
playing against some really high level players, and I would sort of get blown out by people who could just like out micro 50 roaches with like 2 zerglings. I mean that's a very hyperbolic example, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. As you can see, we're sort of getting our bases going on. We've been saturating. I kind of went for the Warren and the Evo chamber before the both mirror lines were kind of fully saturated, just because I wanted to make sure I hit the timings right. But as you can see, it all kind of works out in the end anyway. My opponent just has their natural right now, so we're doing pretty good. I'm building the spores because I see my opponent hasn't advanced with any sort of ground force. They haven't shown me that they have ground units yet, so maybe they're just rushing Spire and getting harassed with like mutas or something. And I'm getting those overlords out of the way now because I don't want him seeing that I have roaches up, which would be, I guess, tell him that I'm going for a roach timing attack. And I think that overlord will pop up a little bit. Yeah, there he's on the mini now again. He's floating towards my main, which gives him, which is good because now I don't think he saw the roaches, which is good for me. Even though he's clearing out my overlord, so I'm moving him to safety. But I think he dies, which I don't know. Besides evolving pneumatized carapace, is there any way to get Overlords to safety when a
Need
queen is
more
on them.
overlords.
Like, I know they're terribly slow off creep, but it still dies, which is really unfortunate. Because the queen just chases him all the way. And now that I'm clearing that overlord out of my third, I'm going to go for it because, oh yeah, she's going to take a bit to go back to inject there. But we'll see. So now, I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident now because I don't see a ground force, so the only thing that could ruin me is if he has a bunch of air units that could attack the ground. So I'm kind of just moving on. I'm going to move the Lings forward just to scout. Just because, you know, there's, you know, I just want to see what's going on. If he has something big, I can sort of hold back and start getting Hydralisks again.
Queen's all done.
But right now, it also gives me a little bit of timing to like do some harassing while I'm waiting for my +1 missile, which will be pretty helpful, and all the other upgrades and stuff. So I see he's got a third, so that means I'm like, okay, so his third like just came up, so that means I need to go for it. And okay, yeah, so I see he's got a lot of Zerglings, which I'm pretty confident that if I just have enough roaches, they will just kill all the Zerglings, and that's sort of what I'm doing now with the injects and stuff. Just making sure I got everything. As you can see, I'm fumbling with the injects because I have to like also plan for my third base.
Hatchery cooked up a
and I also built some queens that just came out, so yeah, we're just gonna it looks like we're just sending it right in, getting missile 2, which will hopefully be done if I have to lose this first fight, which doesn't seem like I will, because it looks like my roach to roach count is way higher than his, and my roach is a +1 attack at this point. So just on numbers and upgrades alone, I'm just kind of beating him up. I'm gonna catch that queen, I think. I don't know. I take some time to go back and like do my macro. I don't think I get any Jones on my third for this entire game because the game kind of is a little over after this. I'm not gonna lie.
Brood under attack.
Yeah, so, and then I'm trying to sort of like get the Hydralisks and stuff. I considered going for the Infestation Pit, but I don't think I'll need it. I'll get some Overlords into Overseers. And yeah, we're just gonna go right in. And this is when he called the GG. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, that's fine. I took the GG back because, to be respectful, he didn't immediately concede after that. But I think it's weird. Like he starts asking me questions, and I'm like, what skin is that? I don't know what skin that is, honestly. So that's why I'm just like, I think it's from a war chest. I'm not sure. But no, so I'm really sussed out by him asking these questions. So I'm like, is he asking me these questions because he's trying to like delay me or something? Because like he's not playing the game anymore. And he said like, nice meeting you, you two. And I don't know if I'm being like really overly suspicious, but I'm not sure that he's asking that genuinely for the first part, because like I said, he's still playing he's still in the game. And I'm just like, huh, it's really weird to think about. And then he says, add me if you maybe teach me how to be better. And I said, sure. Why, well, I said, maybe. Because I'm just like, no, why not? If somebody thinks that I'm good enough to teach them, that's honestly very flattering. But we'll see. I mean, we just keep playing, and we're just, yeah, call me a cool lad, and then, and there's nothing left in this game yet, so it's a victory. I don't know what to say about that game. That was a really weird one. And, yeah, no. It's a really, really perplexing game, honestly. But, yeah, no, you see, I get some achievements there. I think it's finally cool that I finally have the Roach profile picture after doing this Roach timing attack build for the longest time. Oh, excuse me, sorry. What was it? Yeah, no, so that was a pretty weird game. I'm just, you know, talking through it. Like I said, I'm just talking about how sus I was the entire game. And also, I go to the collection to see what skin I have, and like I don't know where the skin comes from. It's the evolved skin, which I believe might be from like campaign or leveling. I don't know what it's from. If somebody could tell me, that would be great. But besides that, you know, if you enjoyed that game and enjoyed this weird like post commentary style, you know, let me know. You know, if you like it, go check out the rest of the channel. There's a playlist, yada yada. If not, whatever. Otherwise, if you enjoyed that, I hope to see you next time. Yeah, that's not how this outro normally goes. I'm weird improvisation. All right, thank you. Bye.